Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Dave DiIanni Show. I'm DJ Foster, joined by Grand Valley State head soccer coach Dave DiIanni. Coach, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks, CJ.
A lot of good stuff to talk about with you this week. You played 3 matches since we last talked. You won all 3. You're now 6-0-1 on the season, 2-0 in GLIAC play. Let's start with Ferris last Wednesday, which in a weird scheduling quirk was a non-conference game, even though it's a conference opponent. You can tell us a little bit more about that. But you win 1-0. The only goal of the game was from Erin Hilbert in the 40th minute. Chelsea Parise posted her 47th career shutout. She's now the Division II all-time leader in shutouts, which is a tremendous accomplishment. As we just talked a week ago, she passed Christina Nasturzio as the Grand Valley State all-time leader. Now she's the Division II leader. So good to get a 1-0 win, again, though, in a non-conference win over Ferris.
Yeah, well, I think the scheduling quirk with that is the conference wanted us to play our travel partner for an additional regional game. You have to have a mandated 14 games to be eligible, and so some people like that, some people don't. And I suppose it depends on who you have to play. Mm-hmm. But it's a good rival for us, and we have a good relationship with Fair State, so it was a good game. Much improved team. Matt Kellogg's done a great job with them. Looking at film. Even during the game, we didn't play very well. We did, especially offensively, we didn't do a very good job of creating width in the game. I was telling our kids, it's like we played on 60% of the field, which is not good when you're playing in a 4-3-3 and needing width, with wide play. So that was a good learning experience for us. It was a good experience for us to grind it out and get that one goal to get the win and get out of that and start the week. And it was a good experience for our kids to see on tape, how they need to be better. And as the weekend went on, we were better offensively, and we started rolling, creating more chances. And Chelsea is another story. Chelsea, I didn't know she was anywhere near that record. What a great accomplishment. Mm-hmm. And, Chelsea's starting to play like this is her last semester of soccer. The urgency you see in seniors, that it's almost over. And that's giving our more confidence in our back line. And so Chelsea, what a great reward that is for her hard work, and we're really proud of her.
Yeah, she set the record on Wednesday and then just keeps building on it with 2 more shutouts the rest of the week. Ashland on Friday, you win 2-0. You dominated shots 21-3. It was Hilbert again with the go-ahead goal in the 46th minute. Charlie Sosha added some insurance in the 70th minute, but a good 2-0 victory against a team that was in the GLIAC championship against you last year.
Yeah, I thought that we played much better in the second half than we did in the first. We made kind of a tactical change with Ashley Botts and pushed her higher up in the field, created a lot more chances for our midfield, a lot more space to play for people like Charlie Sosha. Erin Hilbert, as you said, scored a goal for the second game in a row, and Alyssa Myra. So, I think there are 2 things happen. Ashley was disciplined enough to stay in that role that we asked her to. She didn't create a lot of chances off that, but that's kind of not what we were asking for. We were asking her to be unselfish and pull out of a space that we needed for the midfielders. And the other thing is our midfielders got a lot more time on the ball and were a lot more active and created a lot of chances on goal. I think teams, as we're moving on, are starting to make decisions that they're not going to get beat by our 3 forwards over the top. And so that's going to create a lot more opportunity for our midfielders and our defenders. We're going to have to be more creative to get in behind. And I thought our girls did a great job. And what a great story Erin Hilbert is. We've got her back again for her 4th year, and she's playing good soccer and getting on the scoreboard. And this is some of the stuff that we saw when she was a freshman. So really happy for her as well.
On Sunday, you close out the week, your 5th match in 9 days against Ohio Dominican, another 2-0 victory. Both goals were scored by Kayla Addison in the 10th minute. Then it was 1-0 for the rest of the match until she put another goal on the board in about the 86th minute. Chelsea had a little bit harder time with 7 saves this match, but you were dominant, 23-9 in shots, 10-2 in corners. So a good way to finish off a tough week of 3 matches.
Yeah, and I think Ohio Dominican at the time was number 2 in the conference, and I think they're going to stay up there. They're a very good team. I think there are good things and bad things that came from, or things that we need to work on from that game. Our transition defense needs to get better. Ohio Dominican got in behind us a couple times. It needs to get better through the midfield. Needs to get better through the back, with our backs. And again, good thing we have Chelsea back there to make some saves and cut some balls out. Anything in the air right now, Chelsea's getting to. And we are unfortunate that they were just, they finished wide on 2 great chances that they easily could have had 2 goals. The good parts about it was that was the best we've been all year offensively. Created a lot of chances. we were unfortunate not to be up 4 or 5-0 for sure, about halfway through the second half. But our kids kept grinding, creating chances, and we got that second goal from Kale Addison near the end there. Maria Brown scored on a goal that was deemed offsides. Looked at that on video, and that wasn't, so I was happy about that. So we created another goal there that just didn't count. So, and finishing the week, 5 games in 9 days and being tired, I thought our girls really gutted it out and played well against a good Ohio Dominican team.
Yeah, in 5 matches in those 9 days, you had 4 wins and a tie. You scored 10 goals. You didn't give up any. What did you kind of learn about your team in that stretch? I mean, that's a tough stretch, especially pretty much at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, to start that trip with 11, 12-hour drive to Minnesota or south that stretch. So I think our team's pretty mentally strong. I think we're starting to see the depth that we thought we had. We're certainly 4 or 5 players deep in the midfield. Our backline's been incredible, not giving up any goals. They maybe bend at times, but they haven't broke at all. And our forward line we certainly have depth, 6, 7 players deep that we can do. We can run at teams. So I think all those things are really important. I like this group a lot. I think they like each other. They like playing with each other. They like competing. Once we can get Kayla Kimball and Kelsey Fiskus back, then the roster's complete. We'll have everybody back and hopefully stay healthy. So, it's a journey. It's about every day and getting better every day. And hopefully, we put those pieces together. We'll be there in the end. But, I think we're getting better every weekend, and that's what's important.
This weekend, 2 more home matches for maybe, it looks like your last home matches for about a month. You'll be on the road for a little while. You welcome in Saginaw this Friday night at 7 p.m. Obviously a storied history with them, a great rivalry with the Cardinals. And then you have Northwood on Sunday at 1 p.m. Talk about those 2 matches coming up this weekend.
Well, both are coming off some good results. Saginaw Valley, I think, is like 3-1-2 and are very difficult to score against, like always, with Drago and his system there. And, we're going to have to play very well on Friday, but again, it's a kind of Laker Blue night, and we'll hopefully get a good fan base again. And our kids are always up for a Saginaw Valley game, so I think that that should be an exciting game. And Northwood, coming off a couple good wins in Ohio, and one of them which I think they beat somebody 10-0, Walsh or Malone, and they've got a couple kids that can score, and they're arguably one of the better players in the conference in Amanda Watson. So a very important weekend for us to finish off this home stretch there. And I actually think it's going on the road's a good timing for us, getting away from campus and spending some time together and playing some different teams in different environments. I think that'll be good for us. So I'm excited, but definitely we're pretty ready to play Saginaw on Friday, and it should be a good matchup.
Grand Valley State 3 wins in the past week, 5 matches in the last 9 days with 4 wins and a tie. Dave, best of luck this weekend, and we look to build on that 6-0-1 record.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for watching the Dave DiIanni Show here on the Grand Valley Sports Network.